Hello, a project for Los Altos taxes GFFS. According to World Bank, floods are the leading cause of weather-related deaths in the world. Moreover, 1.47 billion people have been impacted in some manner, where many go homeless, and some countries have had to pay over $200 billion of damage in the aftermath.
To combat this problem, we created our own dataset of global flood features, used this to develop forecasting models, and deployed the models in a web and mobile app that warns users of floods in the areas before they happen. To accomplish this, because there isn't just a past dataset of floods and weather-related features when the floods occurred, we used a NOAA database of over 100,000 flood locations and dates to compile data from various sources and created our own dataset of flood indicators. For non-flood instances, we collected data for random latitude, longitude coordinates, and dates when floods were not occurring and added them to our dataset. We then created machine learning models to train on the data we had collected and used it to forecast floods before they would happen, ending up with 97% testing accuracy with our random forest model.
When the app is opened, it will take your current GPS location and check if there are any floods where you are at the top of your screen. At the bottom, we can see historical floods which are imported into a Firebase database, and with the push of a button, we can switch to local flood history. Any local floods that are seen can also be found in the global flood section. Using the search at the top right, we can enter a location and see the flood status of other places. When there's a flood, the phone will vibrate, indicating urgency. The machine learning model is constantly running in a server, checking to see if there's an upcoming flood in your local area using geographical data, precipitation data, proximity to water bodies, dams, and reservoirs. When it is probable that there is a flood in the future, a notification will be made to all users in the area that there's a flood. The notification will pop up with a heat map and indicate the severity level of the flood. When we click on the notification, the user will see an emergency alert.
So here in the web application, we have a dashboard that has a warning indicator, a map that indicates wherever our machine learning model has issued flood warnings all across the entire world, as well as recent warnings near the user's geographical location. Now, of course, I live in Plano, and there's no warnings over here. So instead, I shifted my location to California. We can also query certain locations and see relevant information. For example, if I click on Seattle, then you'll see this information pop up on the left. Similarly, maybe I can query Calgary and then where there's no warnings, and then maybe Vancouver. And this shows the warnings as well as the region susceptibility map. How this works is we have our database, our Firebase database of all the warnings that our model has issued, and it's being constantly updated by our model that's running on a backend server. And our dashboard and our mobile app query this database and show the information on these visualizations.